You want to look for someone who has good financial realism, and by this I mean they like to live within their means. It's okay to borrow money for certain things like buying a house or perhaps financing graduate school, things that you know that in the future will pay off for you. But if someone just wants to spend all their money on lavish vacation, designer clothes, the latest phones, the latest sneakers, just because it makes them look cool or makes them look good in selfies, watch out. That person can get themselves into terrible trouble. We hear about celebrities all the time who actually go bankrupt, or sports stars, because they had no idea of how much money they could really afford to spend. So if somebody doesn't live within a budget or isn't interested in learning how to live within a budget, perhaps they were never trained, but if you're offering to help them learn and they just have no interest, watch out, because they will spend all the family's money on stuff that's not important. And then when a rainy day or an emergency comes, you won't be able to do anything. You'll get yourselves into trouble. This is how people get into bankrupt situations quickly. Sometimes bankruptcy happens for nobody's fault, like high medical bills or a business that really fails for no fault of their own. But a lot of times it's just from simply overspending. So be very careful before you hook up with a mate who is so lavish and living beyond their means that they're going to make your life a misery.
Ooh! Ooh! Hey, babe. Baby. Mia, wake up! I cannot wait for this vacation. Seriously.
I don't know, babe. We didn't put this in our budget for the next 6 months. I don't think we can afford it.
Come on. Just a little one. A little teeny tiny vacay.
Well, maybe just a long weekend.
Perfect. Vegas, here we come. Snake eyes, shoot.
I don't know. I was thinking more like just my parents' beach house. We could watch movies and we can cook together and hang out and just spend some quality time together.
No. That sucks. That sounds like it sucks. I want to go to the Venetian, Bellagio, live a little, maybe win it all back in the casino. Snake eyes again.
Are you nuts? Like, you must be a lunatic. Are you kidding me? You think we can afford that?
Oh my God, you're cheap. You're cheap. You're really cheap. Gotta start living sometimes we're young. Why don't you ask your trustee for an advance?
You ask your trustee for an advance.
I already did. He said I can't take out any more money because I spent it all. He's such a buzzkill. Zach.
Now, it's important to also look at financial style. Some people are naturally savers. They love to clip coupons. They love to look for discounts. They'd rather stay in a cheaper hotel than an expensive hotel. They'd rather eat at a lower price restaurant or cook at home and save the money. And other people are naturally more spenders. They'd rather save up and go on a lavish vacation. But they're not overspending. They'd just rather have something more luxurious than something cheap. Some people would rather have 10 bargain handbags and others would rather have one designer handbag. In those cases, neither one is good or bad, but they're very different styles. So if your mate is a super spender and you're a super saver, chances are good you're going to fight a lot and you're never really going to be happy. So if you have your one vacation a year planned and your mate just wants to go camping and, eat at McDonald's and you really want to go to a 5-star resort for 2 days instead, you're going to have huge fights. So ideally, you want to find someone who's basically got the same tastes as you do and the same type of approach to saving and spending. I'm talking about within your means. So in this case, neither person is wrong. This is not a big red flag in terms of ruining your life, except that it will cause a lot of arguments and unhappiness because everybody has pretty limited free time. So if you aren't on the same page about spending and saving and how you want to spend the excess money that you have beyond your budget, you're probably going to be unhappy. So pay attention to that.